Well, hello everybody! Welcome to this special live stream here on Access the Animus. We organized this very last minute because we weren't sure we were gonna make it, but here we are. Today is the day. Today, the new trailer for Assassin's Creed Shadows is going to be revealed. Supposedly, it's going to be I guess a CGI trailer based on the teasers that were revealed. Almost 4 minutes in length. It's going to be huge. It is time in 20 minutes ish. It's going to be revealed to the public. We're gonna see the worldwide reveal of this new game set in feudal Japan. I am so excited. Hello Ikrek, welcome to the stream. Hello Arshak, hello Mikita, Ikre Gamer, Gaming, Peterson, Lagarson, hello everybody. Are you guys excited? It's almost time. A lot of stuff happened today and I wasn't able to follow everything because a new teaser was revealed with the Hourglass code that needs to be input on the website, but I guess it's going to be only available in 20 minutes along with the trailer. Hello Dragon, hello WLM, hello CK, welcome to the stream. We're gonna live react to the trailer and then we're gonna comment on it. We're gonna see what is being revealed also publicly, because I'm sure there's going to be, a huge asset dump. There's going to be, pictures, hopefully screenshots. We're gonna see what they're going to reveal about the game for now, because if it's going to be as it was for Mirage, it's going to be, a first chunk of the reveal, and the info dump could also be in June with the Ubisoft Forward. So we'll see what Ubisoft is going to reveal today, and then prepare for the new lead up. Hello CK, hello Bujargashi. Have listened to you for years. First time I see your face. I hope you're not scared that much. How long till it's up? It's going to be 18 minutes from now. It's going to be at 6 p.m. CET. But yeah, anyway, 18 minutes from now. So we are very close. We didn't start earlier because we were, like I said, I wasn't sure we were gonna make it, but here we are. So hello Reaper. I wonder what mechanics are going to be in this installment. Well, it's called Shadows, so I would hope stealth is going to be, a huge part of it. There were some leaks about, an increased focus on stealth. But then again, if we are also going to have a part of the story and the gameplay about Yasuke, about the samurai, I don't think that's going to be focused on stealth, obviously. I guess I would expect there to be, two different types of playstyle, as it was the case in the past games. Hopefully it's going to be similar to Syndicate in that, the two characters, they live in the world, they have different styles to them, they are very recognizable. So I guess we'll see. Hello Alien, welcome to the stream from Sydney. Nice to see. Red Harlow, Jeremy Snyder, long awaited, seems like forever since they announced this. It's true, it's been since September of 2022. That's what, a year and a half? Something like that? So yeah, Marcos, what were you playing this last month? I've been playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Very slowly, like half an hour a day if I am lucky. So I think I've poured 60 hours in, and maybe I think I'm at chapter 7 or 8. Milan, yes, this is the official title for what was named Codename Red. This is going to be the game set in feudal Japan that rumors are saying is going to be released this year. As usual, I would imagine it's going to be towards the end of the year, like October or November. Maybe we're going to have a release date today, or if it's going to be like Mirage, we're going to have to wait for the release date until Ubisoft Forward at the very least. In case you have been following in the last few days, there have been some puzzles called the Hourglass Puzzle that hopefully are going to see a culmination today. And there have been hints about what the game is going to be about or where it's going to be set. We have posted on our social media. It looks like, based on the teasers that were released, that the game is going to be set only in a portion of Japan, not the full extent of Japan. We'll see if it's going to be officially announced today, but the hints, the official hints, seem to be pointing at the Kansai region of Japan. That's the area that comprises roughly Kyoto and Nara, so it's part of the central part of Japan. And the map did not seem to include a lot of, water. So I'm not sure if there's going to be a naval component to the game. And also another teaser did mention that, or did seem to hint at the game either starting or taking place in 1579. So that's 20 years before the advent of, the shoguns and the Tokugawa shogunate. So that should be the classic era of turmoil that Assassin's Creed loves to, tackle in their games before the start of a new regime or government, etc. So, it should be, hopefully, if our conclusions are correct, it should be something like Central Japan and not the full extent of Japan. But the game is going to have a huge post-launch, according to what Marc-Alexis Cote, the vice president, mentioned in 2022. So maybe the post-launch will add additional maps that in 1 or 2 or 3 years may comprise the full of Japan. Who knows? Who knows, really? It would be cool if Zhao Jun makes a cameo if both the Chinese and Japanese branches of the Brotherhood work together. We'll see. We'll see about that. This is a time where there could be at least some hints to Ezio Auditore, some hints to Xiao Jun as well. There should be enough. And finally, after so many years, this should be about the assassins and not the hidden ones. This should be about the Templars and not the Order of the Ancients. Finally, we're going back to the organizations that we knew from the original games, etc., etc. Also, the hints, the teasers did seem to hint about an item that can be, an in-game item that can be already collected today. A URL was made available today. It seemed like it was working for a time, and then it did not. So I would imagine the URL will be made available at 6 p.m. So in 12 minutes after the trailer drops. So after the trailer drops, after we comment on that, we're gonna see if that is also working. So if we can help you guys obtain that item, we're gonna do that. We're gonna see if today they're already announcing some collector's edition for the game. How many there are going to be, we're gonna see about that, because this is not gonna be a sidestep like Mirage. This is going to be the full the new chapter in the franchise. So I would expect full marketing and also full transmedia around this, a full focus on collectibles and stuff like that. So there's going to be a lot of that. Cassandra cameo, I have no idea. It's going to be developed or spearheaded by Ubisoft Quebec, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Cassandra, because that's their treasured creation. So, we have seen Cassandra appear in other games already, like Valhalla, like the beta version of Assassin's Creed Jade set in China. So, it feels like Cassandra is going to appear in every game, but at the same time, if one game had to feature Cassandra, I think it should be this one, because it's, again, a work by Ubisoft Quebec. So yeah, we'll see about that. So hopefully a fully fledged Hidden Blade. Yeah, I would expect so. We'll see. We'll see if our main character that is more oriented towards the assassin's way is an actual assassin. If they are going to meet the assassins, if they start as an assassin already or not. Because the hints, the official hints, not talking about leaks, but the official hints are just mentioning shinobis and samurais. So through the leaks, without going too much into details, there should be two main characters. We'll see if the rumors prove to be correct. And one should be a shinobi, and the other one should be a samurai. She is a shinobi, as Yazan says, but we'll see if she's also going to be an assassin. We'll see. Physico is saying, hopefully they don't pull a crazy price tag similar to Star Wars Outlaws. We'll see about that. And we'll see if there's going to be, a physical version of the game, or if it's going to be only digital, with the physical part only be the collector's edition, as it was the case for Mirage. So we'll see about that. I hope you guys know Japanese or know a friend that knows Japanese, because this year will be focused on that. So either you get ready with translators and stuff like that, because I would expect that, like the teaser already featured a lot of Japanese, and I'd expect that to be the case throughout the campaign up until the end of the year. I really doubt they would have changed those titles by the time they got to Japan. They will still be Hidden Ones versus Order of the Ancient before the name change in the time of the Crusades. But after that, which was in 11 something, we should expect that 400 years later we should be talking about 10% assassins. So we'll see about that. The chat is exploding on the Ubisoft YouTube channel. There's a lot of you guys in here today as well. I'm so happy to see so many of you tuning in. I can't wait to live react with all of you, see how what do you think about the trailer as well, see if you guys enjoy this or not, see if we can also find some Easter eggs, because if this is going to be a CGI, and if it's going to be produced by Digic Pictures, as it's always the case, they now enjoy making references to their past Assassin's Creed trailers, as it was the case for Mirage. There were a lot of references to the past trailers, so we'll see about that. And it's a long one. It should be 3 minutes and 40 something seconds. So RAP Nightbot. What happened to Nightbot? Oh, it's dead. Okay. If we have Japanese Isu, then let's have Ultraman Isu. We'll see about that. Marcos, are you not surprised that we will not have the entire Japan country compared to England? It really depends on the approach by Ubisoft Quebec, because if the idea is going to, towards a full scale, like 1-to-1 scale or almost 1-to-1 scale, wouldn't be surprised if the territory shrunk in size, but was more realistic in terms of, visuals. And proportions. Like, if you have to scale a mountain, if you have to climb a mountain, then it will take you time to get to the top because it's like a real mountain. If that's not the case, then yeah, maybe. But I'm not a huge fan of huge open world areas that sometimes do not have that much to do in them. Valhalla did have its fair share of handcrafted areas, while Odyssey had a lot of copy-paste. So I hope that Ubisoft Quebec learned some lessons from that time, and we'll see what it's going to be like. So if it's a central part of Japan, but it's a huge map that is the size of Valhalla or the size of Odyssey or the size of Origins, That would be huge already for me, especially because I don't have the same time that I used to have a few years ago. So, I mean, I can't wait to see Japan in Assassin's Creed. It's been so long. It's been what? People have been talking about AC in Japan since AC2, basically. So there were references to Japan already in AC1 in the messages left by Subject 16 in the Abstergo laboratory. There were references to Yonaguni. There was some Japanese script in there as well. So people have been asking and expecting Japan since 2007 or 2009. So it's been, what, 15 years? So it is time. It is time. And in 5 minutes, we're going to see what is Ubisoft's take on feudal Japan. Which also means that this game is going to stack up against Ghost of Tsushima. Whether you want it or not, people are going to draw comparisons. I haven't played Ghost of Tsushima yet, so you guys, it's going to be a cinematic trailer, so we're not going to see any gameplay today. I'm not sure if we're going to see any screenshots today, in-game screenshots, but we'll see. Well, we'll see how it's going to be, how it's going to feel when the gameplay is revealed, hopefully at Ubisoft Forward. So yeah. What year did Ezio die? Yeah, 1524. But I mean, references to Ezio there might be for sure. Obviously, no appearance by Ezio, but we'll see. We'll see about that. Marco, have you watched Shogun with Hiroyuki Sanada? Yes. We have, like, Sari and I both watched Shogun. It was amazing. And it's in a very similar time period to this. Like, if 1579 is the actual start of the game, it should be right before the time, or right similar to the time frame showcased in Shogun. So if you have not watched Shogun, I really suggest you do, because there's going to be it does show a perspective also of Westerners coming to Japan and how they are perceived by Japanese people, which might or might not be something that we're going to see in Red or Shadows as well. So yeah, it's almost time. 3 minutes. Are you guys ready? I can't wait to see this. We're gonna go full screen in a few moments when the video is available. How big will be the map? It depends on your conception, on your idea of size, because if it's smaller on the map, like if it's not the entirety of the country, but it's huge because it's more like 1-to-1 scale, I wouldn't complain at all. And if it's populated by activities and characters and quests and things to do, I wouldn't complain at all. Like Mirage already was, to me, a breath of fresh air compared to the huge RPG games, and this is going to be more similar to Valhalla. We'll see if the size of this chunk of Japan will be similar to the size of England in terms of square kilometers. We'll see. Surely there are going to be YouTubers that are going to share a video comparing the size when the game releases. So we'll see about that. Took me 191 hours to 100% Valhalla. Good job. I think I spent 300 hours in the game and I did not 100. I mean 100% did it, but I still have stuff to do in England, so that probably will never get back to do. But anyway, 1 minute to go. Are we ready? Are you guys ready? Let me know in the chat. Get ready. It's almost time. I can't wait. I hope the audio is fine, because we have only one chance. Well, after that, we're gonna rewatch the trailer all the time we need. Focus on details as well. While Sari is also going to have a look at everything that is released. And if you see stuff, let us know in the chat as well. So, because stuff is going to drop. A lot of stuff is going to drop in 1 single minute or less. So,
You're getting me anxious.
I'm getting Sari so anxious. Hello, Sebastian. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Mikita, Andrew, Noor, Peterson. Hello, everybody who are joining today. It is almost time. It is 6 p.m. CET. Is it ready? Are we ready? Should we refresh the page? What is happening on YouTube? I am getting anxious as well. It's there. There we go. I can't hear the audio. Can you guys hear the audio? 1 minute till release. Is there any audio? I can't hear anything.
I don't know.
Okay. Guys, can you hear the audio? Not yet. There is no audio for the countdown. Okay, thank you, Reaper. Okay. Just let me know, because otherwise we're gonna go
There's
back.
gonna be the audio.
There's no audio?
There is going to be audio.
There is
This
going to be
up.
audio?
This is up.
Okay. Okay, so everything... Okay, it's just a silent countdown. Thank you, guys. Okay, thank you, Gracious Warrior. I'm so anxious, but I'm also so excited. I can't wait. So, Assassin's Creed Shadows, 15 seconds to go. 15 seconds to go. On the Raptor trailer out, bro time. Oh, man. Okay, I'm now working. I cannot lose this. It's 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. It is time. The audio is here. Oh. We're starting dark. And a shinobi that is now surely chasing her target. Oh, look at that outfit. Oh, man.
All I have ever known in my life. Our land,
Oh, this is the origin story for Naoi?
our customs. My family
Man.
burns in the name of unification.
Oof. So her family is attacked in the name of unification. Ouch. Oof. Damn.
You are still a frog in a well who knows nothing of the sea.
Ooh. Was that Yasuke?
Ships, but they all come from the same river.
So Yasuke attacked Naoi's village. And that is Yasuke.
Power.
Oh man.
Vengeance.
So this is the army of Oda Nobunaga then. Because this is Yasuke. So this is showing us a little bit of gameplay. Of, you know, samurai gameplay visuals.
And you, will you continue down that river?
Ooh. Man, it looks amazing.
Another path beyond what we see.
And we must look for it together.
Oh. Ah, that is a reference to the Mirage trailer.
We must learn to trust. Rebuild.
And follow the blade.
Oh, nice. You guys saw Portuguese ships. Is that a... Ooh, shurikens! She had some kind of, you know, hook thing. She has the hidden blade, okay. Ooh. Yasuke's style is very, very in your face. Not very Shadows-like. Man. Oh my god.
Do you stop?
Uh-oh.
We are the shadows.
That serve
What?
the light.
Ooh. Oh! She has a hidden blade that bends. There is a new video. Meet Naoe and Yasuke. Is that in-game? Oh my god!
Are we playing it?
Yeah, let's play it. Let's go and get the in-game video. Is there an in-game video? Where is it? Did it disappear? What happened? The beauty of that hidden blade, it's like the Connor one. It bends sideways. And the release date is November 15 of 2024. Okay, so this is the other video.
With our
Why are you
dual
screaming?
protagonists, we have two fantasy, the samurai and the shinobi. We want the player to experience both, and we cannot squeeze both fantasy into one character because
Okay.
Samurai and shinobi comes from a different social class. They have different
It's
lives.
a pivot
We
blade,
can
yes.
actually mix them together.
The historical character of Yasuke presented a really exciting opportunity for the narrative team. We approached it in
Associate
the way
never
that,
to the director.
So much of the work is done in Assassin's Creed, which is really in terms of research and history first. Not a lot is known about him, but what we did know, or we do know, is that he arrived in Japan in
1579, we got it right.
And that he had relationships with some of the most interesting...
We eating good tonight.
Oda Nobunaga, the Portuguese, and Jesuits, which made it very sort of tantalizing and enticing from a narrative perspective to come in and start weaving these facts with story in between.
So it does look to
The
be
more we read
quite
about the
grounded.
character, the more he was inspiring for us.
At least for
He's
now.
a foreigner discovering Japan, and we thought it's the perfect fit because he's discovering Japan, and you are discovering Japan also.
Okay.
And on the flip side, we have Naoe, who comes
From the
from
province of Iga.
which is a remote mountainous area, fiercely independent, known as the birthplace of shinobi. So
I'm loving
very
Naoe already.
interesting perspectives that really expose a lot of different sides and facets of the era.
When Oda came, he completely destroyed Iga. You have Yasuke and Oda that coming to destroy the shinobi.
Oof,
So
okay.
kind of create this interesting tension between two characters.
Okay.
We were able to connect her to the province of Iga and the legendary Igan shinobi historical figure, Fujibayashi Nagato.
Fujibayashi Nagato is her
in the
father.
game. So we understand why she has the skills
Okay.
that she has and the values that she learns from her father and the people of Iga, which are valor, benevolence, and wisdom. And as a young person still at the start of the game, we get to see now we acquire even more of that wisdom as the
Okay.
story unfolds.
And if you ask anybody, it's super clear that samurai will be
Combat heavy, obviously.
and shinobi will be stealth heavy.
So we're gonna
This
have two
distinction
different
right
types of
away.
gameplay.
Yasuke can fight with all his advantage. His stature, like he's a big,
Big
guy.
guy.
He can break door. He can fight.
He's
multiple
more like an
enemies,
Eivor.
Break armor compared to Naoe.
And she's more like a
character
Basim.
and Their outfit, it's really about being stealth, being unseen. She's the only one.
Oh,
with
I
the
love
hidden blade,
this.
So they have clear advantage.
Oh,
that
only
them
she
to
has the
do
hidden
stuff
blade.
with them,
Okay, that makes
even
sense.
if they can do a bit of both.
They're really great paired together.
Okay.
because on one
Yeah,
side,
it's kind of like
you
AC
have
Syndicate.
Naoe, who's very
But in Syndicate, they had both. They were both assassins and they both had the hidden blade.
set on her goals. She's kind of got her heart on her sleeve, and she'll say what she feels in the heat of the moment. And this intensity.
Oh, so she is
that
very
she
intense?
brings as a shinobi, but that she also brings to her relationship. And this balances very well with Yasuke, who is sort of a thoughtful, level head to Naoe's fiery passion.
So she is fiery but stealthy, and he's calm, but like he's a tank and a brute.
He did there to enter
Okay.
Oda Nobunaga and achieve all of the things that he did. Like, what kind of person would go through all of this?
Pre-orders are up on the Ubisoft website. Okay, we're gonna have a look at that later.
Thoughtful and respectful of this culture that he encounters, and that makes him a very nice sort of counterpart to Naoe. He's a bit mysterious as well, and that's something we get to see unfold as the game progresses.
Oh, that's interesting. That pivot blade is amazing. And this is one of the title screens / pictures. Oh my god. Alright. So we did have a look at... let's stop this before it starts again.
After 7 years of games.
No, what is this? Can we... Later we're gonna go back. So, guys, what is your reactions? I'm overwhelmed. I enjoyed so much. You know, I love Naoi already. Or at least the idea of playing as a shinobi, it does pique my interest. The pivot blade, though, such fluidity in its motion. Okay, I think I can also stay without this. So, they couldn't just let us have two assassins with blades. Honestly, I prefer it this way. Because this way you can have two very different playstyles. And if you want to play as an assassin and a shinobi as well, you can do that. But you can also go full tank. It is interesting, very interesting to me that the assassin or the shinobi is the, the hot-blooded one. Because you would expect, the assassin to be calm and collected to do their thing. And instead, the level-headed one is the tank. It's Yasuke. So, it's quite interesting. Is it just me or does the CGI trailer feel cheap? I don't think so. It does feel quite okay to me.
You want to see
Yeah,
it again?
let's go back to the CGI trailer actually. I think it's right there. Okay. Okay, should be right there. Okay, I think it's quite interesting. Curious who the Templars will be in the current lore. For what he got, historically, Yasuke is working for his lord, Oda Nobunaga. They are attacking, as we saw in the trailer, Naoi's village. And I guess that is a village of shinobi, in a way, because that's where I would imagine she learns her shinobi craft. So there's going to be... There were rumors that did mention that at the start of the game, Naoi and Yasuke are going to be poised against one another because of this. What we're seeing in the trailer, it is the samurai that are attacking her village, right? As you can see. But then they're gonna find some kind of common ground, as the rumors were suggesting, and as the trailer is suggesting as well. We just need one playable character. It's fine. It's fine. I think this will have enough space for two stories to tell that are going to come together at some point. The comments in the chat I'm seeing, there are 3 editions of the game, plus a subscription, and 2 expansions as well. I'm not sure if the expansions have been announced fully. The shot of the town provided doesn't seem to be parkourable. We'll see if that is actually a representation of the game. It's interesting to see that there are guards having muskets, or at least guns, which means there are going to be enemies holding guns. I would imagine. When is the next Ubisoft Forward? That is going to be June the 10th. Who is Yasuke? Yasuke is the famous and legendary African samurai of legend. So Yasuke is an actual historical character, while Naoi is not. And Yasuke is an actual character that lived in Japan and arrived in Japan in 1579, as we're seeing in the trailer. This is so much a reference to the trailer in Mirage, very visible. I wonder what is written in that note. But this is also showing how Naoi and Yasuke are collaborating in a way. And it seems like Yasuke has, a nice kind of relationship with kids. Reminds me of Bayek in a way. While Naoi is more, serious, hot-blooded, and look at that. She has short sleeves. I think this is that not a first, because obviously in Egypt you didn't have sleeves at all, but quite interesting. You can see there were rumors about destructibles in the game, and as you can see, the doors, the paper doors, are being destroyed in the trailer. The Gaijin being a samurai is a bit weird for you. I can understand that, but that is also historical. That is part of history. So that actually happened. So I mean, it's not maybe what you'd imagine as part of the fantasy, but it is something that happened. So, and the full trailer. Look at that pivot blade. Oh my god. Unity 2. Yes. Okay. I think we can go back in the trailer, have a look at some more details. Let me know in the chat. First time we're playing as a real life historical figure. Is it the first one? I'm not quite sure. Is it? Wasn't there another time? I think there was another occasion where we played a historical character outside of the Discovery Tour. Check out the in-game screenshots on the pre-order page. I think Sari is taking care of that, and then we're gonna show it. I think we can have... there's a confirmed hideout. Oh, thank you so much, May. I love this. There were rumors about the game featuring a hideout. Let me see if I can pause this. Featuring a hideout where our main characters are going to stay. Again, rumors were mentioning that we can place the buildings of the hideout the way we want and customize them. I hope that's the case. It doesn't seem to be a dual hidden blade. We know that the dual hidden blade will be retconned. Leonidas. Yeah, thank you so much, Pro Casual. You're more pro than casual. Good job with that, because we played Leonidas in Odyssey, and he was a historical character, obviously. So yeah, let's have a look at the trailer. And if you have any questions or doubts or any comment, let me know in the chat. I want to share the full extent of your excitement. So let's have a look at the trailer. So we start with a tiny shrine. Looks a little abandoned, if you ask me. Maybe it has a meaning of sorts for our characters. Then it's our target. It's escaping. He's being chased by Naoi, and I think he's getting a kunai from... Oh no, it's a shuriken. Okay, so it's a throwing star. He's trying to defend himself. And this, again, I think it's a reference to the AC2 trailer with the target escaping and then stopping and looking around, turning back and facing the equivalent of Ezio. This is Naoi, obviously. Look at the shape of Naoi. That's amazing. 3 knives in the trailer. I assume Unity on the forest. I'm not sure. We'll see. I wouldn't bet on that. I wouldn't say Unity in the forest and parkour in the forest. We'll see about that. So we see Naoi shrouded by fog, and then we go back in this flashback. This is the shot that was shown as a teaser. And here we're seeing, a countryside area. It is the Iga province, as it was mentioned in the other video that we show, where the devs were discussing the game a little bit. We can see some, I don't know, what is the name of... We can see animals in the foreground, so I would imagine the game is going to feature, obviously, local fauna and local flora. Obviously, we're seeing grain. On the right, we're seeing the cherry blossom tree. We can see on the left, we can see people working the fields, and the background is a concept art. You can see that.
There is a dog as a pre-order bonus.
There is a dog, like a companion.
Mission.
It's called... Oh, there's a screenshot with Naoi and a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a companion?
I don't.
You can have a dog in Assassin's Creed Shadows. I think this is the most important information about that.
I don't know if you can have a dog.
I mean, there was a rumor that mentioned that you can pet Shiba Inu dogs. So I think...
It's a Shiba Inu.
It's a Shiba Inu. So, yes, we're going to have a Shiba Inu dog. Shiba Inus are dogs... Actually, Inu means dog, maybe in Japan. So the Shiba dogs have been living in Japan for a very long period of time. They have been, locals as well. Yeah, we have doggos. As far as Sari saw, it's part of a pre-order mission. I wonder if the dog is gonna stay in the game as some kind of companion. I hope so. And I hope we can pet the dog. That's the most important thing. I'm more excited to play the girl, same. Because that is more similar to my playstyle. We're gonna have a look at the trailer. But yeah, I'm more the assassin / ninja kind of gameplay kind of fan. So rather than, tank, brute force kind of player. So we'll see. Oh man, it's only natural that there will be things that you dislike and not. Yeah, sure. Ubisoft have been full of, I can say that, for some years. We got people in dev schools that could do better. AC Mirage coming to App Store. No new info, but it should be in June or July. 0 out of 10 if we can't pet the dog, but I'm sure we can. So back to the trailer. This is, I would imagine, actually I don't imagine. It's they did mention in the other video. This is Naoi and Naoi and her father Nagato, who are praying. And I think, let me see, is this the shrine from the start of the trailer? Yes, it is. Look at that. It might be. This is at what, 3:18. So I think this is a flashback. So this is. Can we go back to that a little bit? Yeah, it seems very similar. It has also the lamps on the right and on the left of the Torii Gate. So I think this is the same shrine that we see, or a similar shrine that we see Naoi and her father Nagato giving their prayers to. There we go. His father is called Fujibayashi Nagato. The surname in Japan is always put before the name, so I would imagine Naoi to be called Fujibayashi Naoi. The first shrine is in a forest. Yeah, that's true. And I would imagine that in 10 to 20 years, a forest does not grow that thick. So yeah, probably not the same. Good observation, Sixes. Thank you for joining us, by the way. And here we can see the attack on Naoi's village, perpetrated by Oda Nobunaga, one of the most important warlords in feudal Japan. And by his samurai. And historically, we know that the Yasuke was a samurai in the service of Oda Nobunaga. If I recall correctly, okay, so we see that now his father tells her to go and try and defend the village, or to do something else. We'll see. If I recall correctly, I did look this up. There is a sort of like rose or yellow flower that we can see in the bust of the armor of the samurai, and that should be representing the Oda clan. So these are the samurais of Oda Nobunaga, and as we can see, they are attacking the village. It should be a village of samurai, of shinobi, and so I think the trailer did mention, or the video did mention, that it's been attacked in the name of unification. So I think that Oda Nobunaga, as one of the warlords, is conquering areas of Japan, and in order to unify Japan, and this comes at the expense of the shinobi. So that's going to be very interesting and important as a clash. Again, this is my what I'm making out of all of this. I'm not 100% sure, but it should be the case. Sorry? From the URL. UK? You can't? Just a second, that Sarah needs me. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so here we see a little bit of combat, of Shinobi combat, before Naoi gets, hit. And I think this might be an outfit that we have in a sort of like prologue of the game. I wouldn't expect this to be only a video. I would expect this to be a prologue of some kind. I think some rumors did mention that also. Will it be like Syndicate where you switch characters? I'm not sure. I'm gonna ask Sari in a few if she has seen any information about that. So if it's going to be like Syndicate where we switch from one character to the other. It hasn't been mentioned yet, or maybe it has and we haven't seen it yet. It seems like we will play as both, but I'm not sure if you can switch like that, like in Syndicate. So we'll see. But yeah, you will play as both. I'm not sure if you can switch at any time. So as we can see, this is Naoi's village on fire, and all the people living in the village dying here at the hands of Oda's samurais, and one of them is Yasuke here, that we're gonna see even later in the trailer. As in the trailers from Syndicate, we can see the double screen where we see the two characters. In this particular screen, in this particular shot, we see them as opposed, while later in the trailer we're gonna see them trying to come together for a common purpose.
Seasons.
We can see seasons. Oh, attention! There are seasons in the game?
I don't know. There is a screenshot with snow. So.
There is a screenshot with snow in the background, and there were rumors about seasons. And there is snow in the trailer as well. Are there seasons like, how do you say, atmospheric seasons, like summer and winter? That's gonna be amazing if it's going to be the case. Unless it's just biomes in the areas, but we'll see. So as we can we go back a little bit? There we go. So here we can see that is Yasuke attacking the village while Naoi is in tears. Bless you. So yeah, this is very much the prologue, and then we go back to the present, quote unquote. So we are done with a chunk of the flashback. And these are what somebody in the chat mentioned as the Portuguese ships. So, in case you didn't know, at the time, it was mostly the Portuguese that were coming from the west to Japan. If you have watched Shogun as a show, you will see that. There are way more Portuguese than English people in here. And so, if I am not mistaken, Yasuke came to Japan through and with a Portuguese ship as a slave, by the way. Seasons confirmed on Twitter. Thank you so much, Scoundrel. Okay, so there are actual seasons in the game, meaning that I would imagine that the same terrain we can play both in summer and winter.
There is a
Yeah?
same screenshot of the same location.
Oh, look at that. Okay, we're going to show that later. But there is a screenshot of the same area both during winter and during summer. That is quite cool. That's quite amazing. Hello, Ahmet. Welcome to the stream. Elaborate what? Cassandra being Greek? Oh, okay. This is Dylan. Dylan! Oh, I didn't see your avatar. Miss you too. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. This is an exciting day. Oh my god. I'm so happy to see the actual trailer. Been a long time. Toranaga is Tokugawa. Yes. So what if you have watched the Shogun show? They are not using the actual historical names, but the characters are based on historical characters. So Toranaga is Tokugawa Ieyasu, hopefully. What's it called? Ishido is Mitsunari Ishida. There are a lot of characters that have similar names but not exactly the same. And at the end of Shogun, if you have watched, there is a flash forward to a battle, and that battle is the Battle of Sekigahara that, let's say, sanctions the start of the Tokugawa shogunate, but that's something like 30 years after the events of Shadows. So back to the trailer, yes. Seasonal gameplay.
Yeah. Okay.
See?
Do you want to read?
Yes. So this is from IGN. The open world progresses through spring, summer, autumn, and winter. There are 4 seasons.
Wow.
Well, I mean, AC3 only had summer and winter, and with each new period bringing its own weather conditions and terrain shifts. So this is also going to affect gameplay? Oh my god. The trailer was amazing. Is Quebec cooking? I would say it is, but but we'll see. As of now, the game seems very grounded. While Odyssey was magic/fantasy from the beginning, from the announcement. While the fantasy aspects of Valhalla was announced in October, so we still should keep an eye out. We don't know yet about the fantasy aspects in this game specifically. So, back to the trailer. These are the Portuguese ships arriving in a dock in Japan. And we see a lot of people working in there. And here, this is it's a classic indoor element where all the high-ranking people are on their knees in front of the ruler. I'm not sure who that is. Okay, so all right, there we go. So this is very much likely to be Oda Nobunaga. This is the warlord, and these are supposedly his samurai. This is Yasuke. And these might be other, either high-ranking people or delegates of the Nobunaga, of the Oda clan. And as I mentioned earlier, on the right here we can see this golden flower. I'm not sure which kind of flower it is. That is representing the Oda clan. So this is Oda Nobunaga. He is very, very similar to the representation, to the visual representations from the time. So it's quite amazing. Women were samurai too. Yes, that is true. That is true. There were divisions in the army. For historically, the women could be samurai at the time. They are all his retainers. Thank you for mentioning the actual word, because I definitely forgot about that. And we see Nobunaga calling Yasuke. And this is the army. As you can see again on the flags, there is the shape of the flower, again indicating that this is the army of the Oda clan. These are all, as you can see from the armor, these are all samurais. Let's get a little bit before that. This red shot, I wonder if it has some kind of meaning, like this shift in colors for a moment, like it's like an animus effect of sorts. But yeah, so these, as you can see, even on the helmet there is the flower emblem. All the samurais with their katanas, with their swords, and their armor, and then in front of them there are the other soldiers with the muskets, with the guns. Again, they are also having the flower emblem on their hats. Will there be a Steelbook Gold Edition for PC? We're gonna see with that with Sari. Look at armor. If in the back I saw it in a shot in the trailers. If we're missing that, let me know, and we can go back to that. And so this is the army that is shooting. Again, we are seeing Yasuke leading the army, and I'm not sure if this is samurai after samurai. So are we going to see battles in the game? Because this is Quebec, so they might be bringing the element of battles to the game. I'm not sure, because this is not the flashback from Naoe's village. This is samurai against samurai. So I guess we can, at the very least, expect samurai versus samurai battles. Do you think we can select between male or female shinobi? I don't think so. I think they are very... let me see. First real historical... no, it's not the first one. Because there was King Leonidas. But Matthew, one of the first. So, no, I don't think we can select between male and female shinobi. And we...
Protagonist.
Real main protagonist.
As a playable protagonist is the first.
Sorry?
As a playable
No,
protagonist.
Leonidas was playable, but it wasn't a main character. Okay, Leonidas was a prologue. Yes, you're right. So, in terms of main character in a game, he is the first historical main character in an Assassin's Creed game. And like I mentioned, I think we can expect some sorts of battles between samurais when we are playing as Yasuke. And look at that gesture of cleaning the katana on the armor. That is very quite epic, and I think it's part of the fantasy of samurais. Cleaning their weapon to maintain it and not having it rust and stuff. It seems there are battles between samurai clans to unify Japan under one shogun, as it says in the trailer. Yeah, this is around 20 to 30 years before the actual unification under Tokugawa Ieyasu. That's 20 years before that. So this is the period of turmoil before that. Again, we can see that the samurais are laying waste on the ground and putting villages on fire in the name of unification, obviously. A lot of blood in the face of our pal Yasuke. And this is sort of like Yasuke seeing the flashback of Naoe when she was younger, and now they are coming together one way or another. So after the prologue, something I would imagine is going to happen that is going to get them to work together, and I wonder if their relationship is going to be conflicting in one way or another, or if they're gonna trust each other throughout the entire game. That's going to be interesting to see. And again, this is another shot similar to the trailers for Assassin's Creed Syndicate, where we see the two characters, one in front of the other. But this time they're not one against the other, but they are coming together to work for a greater cause, I would imagine, or something that interests the both of them. This is releasing after Ghost of Tsushima, which is a good window, not gonna lie. Okay, yes, for sure. And there we go. So this seems to be classic or sort of classic gameplay in Assassin's Creed, with our main assassin walking amidst the crowds. I wonder if this is going to be the actual density of the crowds. This is going to be open world and not focus on one single main city, so I'm not sure if it's going to be that dense in terms of crowd. But if it's going to be like this, it's going to be amazing, right? So I hope that's the case. And it's also very similar to the other trailers with our main, to the other AC CGI trailers with our main character walking amidst the various NPCs, right? I see Portuguese NPCs on the right. Let me go back. Portuguese
Okay, so
NPCs. Okay.
Sorry,
Okay. Yes.
central area of Japan.
Okay, so it is- Okay. So it is confirmed that the seasonal conditions are going to affect the entire map, but the map is going to cover the central area of Japan, that is the provinces where Oda Nobunaga organized his stronghold and the unification of the country. In terms of area, the region is similar in size to Assassin's Creed Origins Egyptian map, although based on a more realistic scale ratio. Oh. Hello Crodon, welcome to the stream. Hello XX Plane. Well, we're digging in the trailer, so you can have a look at it with us. So yeah. Somebody mentioned in the chat Portuguese NPCs. Who are they? I guess the one here on the right, maybe. And then this is the classic shot of our main assassin that is now going to hold a. That should not be a katana, because katanas were only used by samurais, which were a high-ranking class in the Japanese society. So shinobi used, shorter swords, like I think it was called the naginata or something like that. And there were another type of weapon called the tonto and something like that. I remember that also from the Assassin's Creed Transmedia set in Japan. So I think this is going to be a shorter kind of blade. So there is going to obviously be some fighting kind of gameplay for Naoi as well, but I would envision her to be not as strong as Yasuke. So I wonder if it's going to be tough to face combat situations with her as it was with Basim in Mirage. And then we can see somebody here showing their arms, as in asking for money or something like that. Kind of like, I don't know, a beggar NPC of sorts. And that is a direct callback to the Assassin's Creed Mirage trailer. But in this case, this is an ally that is actually giving the paper with information about the mission, I would imagine, to Naoi. In here, we see a different look at the street in this village. It seems like it's a dense village, but with huge roads in between houses. So I wonder if parkour is actually going to be feasible. Let me see. Parkour. Comment by Jonathan Dumont. Parkour has always been something that's pretty iconic and pretty core to the stealth experience because they go hand in hand. To enhance parkour, the team has given Naoi a grappling hook that I think we're going to see later in the trailer. It's all physics based, so there's a little bit of improbability sometimes when using it. There is a danger to using the grappling hooks, but you could also perform assassinations from it. This is going to be interesting. Yeah, it's not a rope launcher per se. It's more like a grappling hook. So I'm not sure if it's going to have the same functions as the one in Syndicate, but I guess we'll see. The street in here looks amazing. I'm not sure if it's parkourable enough to go from house to house across the street. I mean, and here Naoi and Yasuke are already working together. They are exchanging information. And here, like I mentioned earlier, it seems like the little girl is impressed by the size of Yasuke, and Yasuke is giving her a nod. So it seems like he's more, has more of a friendly way with kids, while Naoi is more, I don't know, intense or something. And look at her, like, this is classic assassin stuff, where our main character puts on the hood as they are going on a mission. And we can see already here the point of the blade under her left arm. At this point, the assassins could or should also already have, you know, the dual blades, but they were discovered by the Italian assassins at the time, so I'm not sure if the Italian assassins already brought the design to the other countries and territories. I'm not even sure if Naoe is an assassin at this point. She might have found the hidden blade and that's it. Who knows?
Does she have a dual blade?
I'm not sure. I'm not. Sari is asking if she's having a dual blade. I don't think so. Oh, there we go. So this is the hidden blade. It seems to have this mechanism in front of it. Maybe that is what she is triggering to bend the blade and use it as a pivot blade, as a knife, which is directly taken from Assassin's Creed 3, much like the Seasons.
How do I call it? How is it in blade?
It's like a pivot blade. Hidden blade, it's a pivot blade, or something like that. So this is very, very, very nice. And now this chunk of the trailer is more about having a look how the characters faces sort of a mission, right? So here we see this is kind of like a fort in the AC games. Yes, seems to be a pivot blade similar to the one shown in Assassin's Creed 3. So as I was mentioning, this is sort of like a fort with the ramparts and stuff like that, with the guards overseeing it, and there we go. So this is sort of like a stealth entrance that turns into a combat style approach by Naoe. So again, she's donning this blue outfit, so I guess this is going to be the standard outfit for her. This is the grappling hook, so I guess you can use it to, as you can see, climb buildings, and maybe it's not even just, you know, straight climbing, but also, you know, moving like that, because it seems like that in the trailer, and from that you can reach the roofs, and from there you can jump and attack your target. And as you can see, Naoe is throwing, you know, the throwing stars, the shuriken, and she's doing that in mid-air. So I think this is the equivalent of you know, shooting with a bow in mid-air from the past games. I'm not sure we saw if she has a bow. I haven't seen any kind of bow in here. So so yeah. So I think this is saying that the game is gonna have throwable shurikens. Again, it seems like these are only in the hands of Naoe. I'm not sure if Yasuke as a samurai will have throwing shurikens, but we'll see. And I wonder if you can actually do this, like throwing the throwing stars to an enemy, and while you are in midair, after doing that, if you can assassinate other guards. I can imagine this being like friggin' incredible, and I can imagine people like players like Leo K having the time of their life with this. And I wanted to also oh, look at that, we can see a better look at the sash. She's having a red sash like many Assassin's Creed characters. Yeah, it's sort of like an Assassin's Focus from Mirage. I wonder if it's going to be the same, or if you have to do it all live without stopping time, right? And we saw she got sort of like a knife. I wonder if that is already the blade pivoting, and then she can use it to attack the enemies. Oh, wow, what did I do? Sorry. No, what did I do? Can we go back? I'm sorry. There we go. Nope. What happened? What did I do? Okay, so there we go. So it seems like she is using a knife to attack one of the guard and the hidden blade to attack the other. So she has the hidden blade under her left arm. So can we just go frame by frame? Yes, we can. There we go. I don't think we can see that. So she has the hidden blade on the left and the knife in the right. Okay. So maybe she even removed a blade from the... Or maybe she's using a kunai. Because, you know, kunais were the knives used by shinobis at the time. So maybe that is going to be the case. And you can double assassinate without having a dual blade. So it's not a double assassination. It's a double assassination without having dual blades, apparently. So this also means that it's going to be a single hidden blade throughout the game, at least. And then we can see that she has her sword. It's not a katana, I would imagine. Historically, it shouldn't be a katana, but he still can attack enemies and fight them. Yeah, maybe it is the kunai ejector then. We do know the Korean engineer based it on the war that Japan and Korea had. Okay. Okay, yeah. So here we are seeing... Oh, this is the target that we saw at the beginning of the trailer. So this is what is happening before chasing him in the woods. And this is another sort of like classic look to the assassin. It reminds me a little bit of Altair. Oh, by the way, I think we can see a little bit of the design on the back. Oh, there we go. Man, I was so good at freeze framing.
I think it's coming from Digic again.
Yeah, I would imagine the trailer comes from Digic Pictures again.
Those are pictures with the Digic.
Ah, okay. So we can see a little bit of the design on the back of Naoe's outfit. I'm not quite sure what that is, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a depiction of an eagle or something. Yeah, true striking resemblance to the front cover of Altair. Yeah, definitely. What then? Okay, so this is... I would imagine this is taken from the game, even if it's obviously not gameplay, but this should be similar moves to what you can do in the game. Can you use the hidden blade in combat? I wonder, because she does that, but trailer have oftentimes lied about that.
There's a collector's edition.
There is a collector's edition. Oh my god. It's amazing. Okay. So, we saw that she was able in combat to assassinate with the hidden blade. If we have the pivot blade, it will probably be usable in combat. I hope so, because that was the case in AC3. So, I hope that is the case. And then, I wonder if this is in the same fort or somewhere else. But after seeing some Shinobi quote-unquote gameplay, we can see some more samurai brute force gameplay. This is the classic entrance to a Japanese palace with the doors made up of paper, wood and paper, and a lot of rumors mention that these can be destroyed. And it seems, oh look at that, there was another red distortion. Let me see if I can freeze frame it. We can see the figures getting closer and closer. There we go. Is this sort of like Eagle Vision? Did they mention anything about Eagle Vision? So, or is this more like an Animus distortion? I guess we'll see. And we can definitely see the two figures being attacked by our main samurai. Obviously, Legal Wanderer, obviously CGI areas are not 100% the same as in the game, and the same goes with the moves that the characters do. Obviously, don't take it 1-to-1 or 100% exactly, but we can imagine that this is an inspiration to show what the game, what players can do in the game. Maybe it's not going to be exactly like that, but it's the type of action and the type of mood and visuals that you could see in the game, I would imagine. And so, for example, if they're showing this, that you can attack enemies and destroy doors, I would imagine that this is something that you can do in the game. And also, I would imagine that our Yasuke is going to use a lot of heavy weapons like this. I wouldn't know how to... mace? Like this mace. Maybe it's a typical Japanese weapon that I do not know about. But yeah. Again, another golden flower on the bust of his armor. I guess he keeps the visuals of, the emblems of Oda Nobunaga, even if he's working with Naoe. That's going to be interesting to see why. Physics-based environments. Yeah, that should be the case. I wonder if when you are playing as Yasuke, if physics is going to actually play a part in that, because when you're playing as a brute, oftentimes games enhance the physics in order to make it feel cooler. So I wonder how physics will play a role in the gameplay, in the samurai gameplay. So the red distortion could be character switching. Maybe. Could be the case. That could be. How do you predict alternating between Naoe and Yasuke will work? I have no idea. It could be you can switch at any time, or you can... There were rumors that mentioned that you can switch only at the hideout, so it means you have to fast travel back to the hideout and then pick up the other character. I'm not sure. I wonder how many missions are going to be dedicated to each character, and how many missions can be tackled by any character, and how the game reacts to the character that you pick. I wonder how NPCs are going to react differently to Naoe and Yasuke, because Yasuke is a gaijin, means a foreigner, and at the time, and even for a long period of time in Japan, they had a huge discrimination against people coming from abroad. So I would imagine we could see some NPCs or even main characters disparaging Yasuke. I wonder if that's going to be the case, and we'll see how the game tackles that kind of issues. But anyway, back to the gameplay. This is more, as you can see, our good old samurai destroyed a chunk of the weapon of his enemy. There we go. Like, it destroys this spears or bends it. No, there's a chunk of that flies away. So I guess it's gonna be very in your face, the kind of combat that we're gonna have with Yasuke. And by the way, let's go back. Look at this. Didn't even note. I did notice, but didn't mention this. There's snow in the ground, so this shows in the trailer already that there are different seasons in the game. So I think that when we were looking at Naoe's section, there was no snow. So these are to show even different moments, different time frames. Here, there's no snow in here, so this is also a way to show the seasons in the game. So we see snow in here. It's also interesting to see. It seems like snow, at least in the trailer, it's how do you say, molded. It bends around the feet of the characters. I wonder if it's going to be the same in the actual game, as it was the case in Assassin's Creed 3. What else? Let me see in the chat. No way they keep the same marketing with is Assassin's Creed Dynasty canon to the franchise? The manhwa? Yes, it is. It is. Dismemberment can be seen in the final guy Yasuke kills. Is it in here? We're gonna see that. Let's see if dismemberment is in there. Okay, yes. Oh, yes. I did not see that. Yeah. There is... there you go. There is the dismemberment. Is that the helmet? No, it's not only the helmet. Oh, the head is it there? I'm not sure. But I think dismemberment is shown in here as well. And here is the final target. Or maybe we're gonna see it here. I forgot already. And the target backing up from Naui. And now he's found in between them. And now he's done. Look at that. Removing. This is again in contrast with her putting on the hood in the earlier scene. Now she removes it, maybe to show her target who she is. And then he tries to attack her, and we can see a better look at the hidden blade with the mechanism and how the blade can bend in order to be a proper pivot blade. So, man, that is so cool. Oh, let me just go back. Let's go back a few moments, because there's another red distortion. So she's about to kill the guy, and the moment he kills her, we have a red distortion. But it's also a fade to black sort of thing, so I'm not sure if that is also an Animus thing or not. And then we see one of the teaser pictures with the two faces of our two main characters. So, guys, what are your reactions? Once again, I'm seeing a lot of comments in the chat. No details regarding modern day. Well, guys, I don't think we should expect anything about modern day when discussing Red or Shadows, because the modern day is going to be tackled in the Infinity platform. So when Ubisoft is going to discuss the Infinity platform, then, if it's still a thing, because I haven't heard anything about Infinity today, when Ubisoft discusses the platform, maybe they're going to talk about the modern day. But as of now, I don't expect them at all to talk any modern day. Hello! Two coming expansions for Assassin's Creed Shadows. Do they have a name? Not yet. Seemingly. So the Ultimate Edition of the game,
the Gold Edition,
and also the Gold Edition of the game has a season pass with 2 upcoming expansions, and the game being available 3 days earlier. And there's also going to be an extra mission available at launch, where you infiltrate a secret society from the inside. They're killing the lore. How do you know? I mean, we'll see how they're going to portray the lore in this game. What about Desmond and Layla? Well, they can still pick that up. We'll see what they're going to do with the modern day. I feel we are getting a novel based on the game, like a prequel. Yeah, I would definitely expect a lot of, transmedia around this. Surely an art book, surely a novel, surely some comics, or, the things that always release around the time of when the game releases. So, there is a novel set in feudal Japan, but not the same time period. The novel is actually not set in feudal Japan. It's in the 1800s, so it's 300 later. As far as I know, there are going to be some missions in the Dungeons and Dragons sort of like game, the Assassin's Creed RPG, that are set in feudal Japan, but I'm not sure we know anything about that. There are character packs in obviously with Shadows.
The Ultimate pack you have.
They are included in the Ultimate Edition. And then, of course, there's going to be, obviously, character packs in the store and whatnot. Thank you so much, Icraig, for joining us. Enjoy your meal. Take care. Have fun for the remainder of the day. I think we won't see Basim again. Same here, at least not for the time being, and not for what concerns Red or Shadows. So, yeah. If we're gonna hear about Basim, it's going to be more about in the future through either different types of media or different types of games still on the Infinity platform, if it's still in there. I hope Xiao Hu will be the mentor of his branch. Oh, that's a reference to the Assassin's Creed Transmedia set in Japan. I think that that was most of it with the trailer and the video that we saw earlier. With the devs discussing the game. It's quite cool that they confirmed already the hideout. They confirmed already the seasonal content, or rather the seasons being in the game that affect the weather and also affect the terrain. Zark, it looks to be the only digital versions are on pre-order on Ubisoft's website. You would need to check other retailers for the other versions. Okay, that's interesting. So the collector's edition is not on the Ubisoft website. Really?
It's a GameStop.
GameStop exclusive? Oh man.
This is what IGN says.
That's very, very bad.
It's here.
Why isn't Ubisoft having this?
I don't know. The GameStop exclusive.
Oh man. So the collector's edition is exclusive to GameStop? Why? Hello Camila, welcome to the stream. You've been missing, but finally you got a little time. Hello, nice to see you. Nice to see you. We have been discussing a little bit of the trailer. I'm gonna keep it in the background as it flows while we discuss a little bit more. While we're gonna wrap up in a few moments. The video is not even starting, so that's nice. Okay, so are you guys excited? Camila is asking if we are excited. I am. You can. Okay. It's quite interesting to see their take on Japan, and it's quite interesting to see their take on visuals and physics and realism. Or at least what they're attempting to do with the weather system. They mentioned that seasons are going to impact the weather system and the terrain. So I wonder if that is also impacting the stealth sessions. That's going to be interesting. We will probably fight Amaterasu, Susano. I'm not sure about that. And I don't think we're gonna know about any of that until either June or even September or October. Like, it's gonna take some time before they go into the fantasy stuff. At least my expectation is. As of now, the presentation was fully historical, and again, as we knew already, we have the dual main character. This time they're not blank slate characters. This is proper characters with their own backstory. We can see the backstory in here. I wonder, was there any reference to choices? Are there choices in the game?
I had no time to read.
Sari hasn't seen anything about that, but we'll see. Okay, so the pre-ordering any version of Shadows, players will get a bonus quest called Thrown to the Dogs, where you can have a dog companion, a Shiba Inu. So I can't wait to see that. I can see both sides. They had hundreds of other famous samurai to choose from, and they chose this big guy, but on the other side there is a lot more freedom writing a character that doesn't have much history that is recorded. I agree with you, Physico. I think it's going to be interesting anyway, because they can play with him. He is a samurai of legend, so they can also play a little bit with his story, and also have him do and see stuff, because we don't know that much about Yasuke. So that's going to be really interesting. Tori is saying cautiously excited, hoping for a step up from Syndicate with regard to dual protags. We're gonna see about that. It's going to be quite interesting, because I'm not too sure when you can switch from one to the other. Gabriel is saying do not pre-order. Well, it really depends on whether you are into, collector's editions and stuff like that, because otherwise you can definitely wait to see gameplay. The CGI trailer, it does show a little bit of what you can see or what you can expect from the game, but then seeing how the game performs is not the same. Oh, I'm seeing some amazing... Are these concepts or screenshots?
Artworks.
Oh, these are concepts. Okay. That's a really amazing. That's really cool. We're gonna wrap the stream in a few moments or minutes. In the meantime, Sari has been posting the entire time on our social media. So if you'd like to see some screenshots, some concept art, some videos, some information about the collector's edition of the game, and everything else, you can see that on our Twitter profile. So a lot of information in there, and we're gonna keep posting about it throughout the entire evening, I would imagine, because there's so many information in there. And then we're gonna see don't start okay, let's keep this, and then we're gonna see what kind of content we can create in the coming days, because there's so much to talk about, and I can't wait. I would like to have a trailer breakdown, even though I kind of did already live, so I'm not sure. Let me know in the chat, what is the piece of news that is getting you more excited about the game? Like, is it the dual types of combat? Is it more the seasons in the game? Is it the physics? Is it the two characters? What is it that is getting you more excited about the game, or you are more interested about? Let me know in the chat. I'm really, really curious. Not the pro is saying Japan, that is all I care. I agree, Japan at last. Finally, it's been 17 years? No, I don't know. I'm excited about the music, says Yesi. Shiba Inu, says Gabriel. Okay. Mohammed, on my part, not really, no. Okay. So yeah, it's... the collector's edition is only available in some regions. We kindly suggest you please check with your local retailer, says Sharif. Oh my god. Just the fact that his story is interesting, how he got to Japan and became a samurai, also just discovering Japan with the player. This weather system is looking promising to me. Yeah, I agree. And pairing that with the seasons, I can imagine, playing amidst the snow, or imagine playing amidst, it's raining, and then it's tougher for you to move in the mud and stuff like that. If that is going to be the case, it's going to be super interesting. I wonder how far they push the game, and I guess we'll see maybe in June. The locations and characters. I'm also excited for more about the story. Okay, I think it's gonna take us only a few days until June the 10th to know more. And there is so many information, there are so many pieces of information on the internet, so we're gonna try and cover that all on our social media and on our videos as well, if we can create some. So keep an eye out on our social media, on our channel. We're gonna try and create as much content as possible. We have been waiting so much for this. Guys, thank you so much for joining us today. It was incredible watching the trailer with you and discussing it all. It was so crazy to have so many of you in here. We're gonna wrap up currently because we have to go back and post so much more stuff about Red, so about Shadows. So once again, take care wherever you are. Thank you guys again for joining us, and I'll see you soon, very, very soon, here on the channel. Thank you so much. Bye. So excited about Shadows.
I can see it.